Alright guys, welcome back to the Motorsport Manager 2017 mod McLaren Honda playthrough. This is Season 1, Race 2, and last time out you seen that it's Australia. We got a double points finish, was definitely not expecting it. Turned out to be an epic race for us. I couldn't believe it. Alonso 6th, Fandorm 8th. I would have took 1 point, I would have took 10th place going into the race, but to come away with 12th was absolutely fantastic, and I just hope we can continue that sort of form on to the next race in today's episode, Beijing. It is in 10 days and it is going to be raining. Now, I was considering replacing Fandorm. He's only like just above 3 stars. I think he's got 5-star potential, but as of right now, he's not that great. And I was thinking about replacing him. I was thinking about actually swapping him with Jenson Button and maybe letting Jenson Button be in the car this year, and then next year putting Stoffel Fandorm, promote him back up to main driver from test driver. But after that opening race, he's definitely bought himself some time, so I'm going to give him a chance. I'm going to give him, it's a 16 race season. I'm going to give Fandorm a chance. I'm going to, if he's got, I'm trying to think of what would be a good total. If he's got 10 points by the 8th race, but after the 8th race, then we will keep him. I know I'm not being very optimistic there, but I think it will be Alonso scoring the majority of our points. So I think overall, if he gets about 20 for the season, I think that's a pretty decent, contribution to the team. So obviously, Kimi Räikkönen won last time out. Mercedes botched both the drivers' pit stops, and was not good for them. They should have had a 1-3, maybe even a 1-4, I don't know, but Kimi Räikkönen took advantage and he got the win. We've got an interview here to do with ESPN. Stoffel Fandorm has claimed that your engines need to be holding the team back. Yeah, definitely. It is holding the team back, but we are working on it and we are looking to bring in improvements soon. Got more mail here now. Car repair finished. It's all good. I did just scout Nicholas Prost. I believe it's Alan Prost's nephew, I think. This guy doesn't seem that good. I was going to consider maybe signing him, but all his stats are really, really low. He does appear to have like 4.5-star potential, but definitely I just don't see any point of signing him, although he would be very cheap. But we're not really here about, it's not about really being cheap, it's about winning championships, scoring points, and I do not think he is really capable of doing that at the moment. He's not a great driver, but who knows, maybe down the line. I am looking at more drivers. Button is 36 years old now, 37, he's not going to be around forever, so probably next season I will be looking for either a new test driver or maybe a new driver if Stoffel Fandorm does not compete, if he does not start pulling his weight and being competitive. But anyway, that's it really, nothing else to show here. I'll just go and check the reliability of the cars. We'll try and improve some of that, and we will be heading in to practice, qualifying and the race of the Beijing Grand Prix. And after practice for the Beijing Grand Prix, where it was mixed weather conditions, both Red Bulls are first and second, although they were on the super softs. You have to take note of that. The front runners were not. You see Kimi there, it was fastest out of the Ferraris and Mercedes battle. He actually came above both Bottas and Hamilton, and he was on the medium tyre, so Ferrari definitely do have pace this season, and it looks like they can challenge the Mercedes. You have to scroll all the way down though to the bottom to find for Sebastian Vettel. He just done a run on the intermediates. For some reason he didn't do any dry running. Don't know why, but I can see so. Weird grid, but we won't really know what's happening until qualifying, because different tyre strategies, different fuel levels, and shit like that. But tomorrow we'll find out the true pace. I've got a feeling. I think we can get a car. I think we can get at least one car into Q3. I'm quietly confident. Hopefully we can do it. Let's get stuck in and see what happens. Alright guys, so we're in Q1 now, and as you can see, this is absolutely disastrous. We were hanging on. Fandorm went out and got a lap in fairly quickly, but Alonso, we waited a couple of minutes, and then this happened. Alonso was beginning his lap and the rain started to come down, so badly affected him. Look at that, Alonso 13 seconds off the pace of Hamilton. There's 3.5 minutes to go of the session, and unless it dries up, and dries up fast. Alonso's going to be last and knocked out of Q1. I cannot believe this is happening. I didn't think it was actually scheduled for rain, so I was not expecting it. And it's went horribly wrong. It's went horribly wrong. It will dry out, but that's going to be right towards the end. There's no way we can. Alonso's last. That's basically. There's not way. Can't do nothing. We're finishing last. That's really disappointing. Can't not believe it. Is there any point us going out? I don't just and to pray to God that I don't know. I mean, we could send them out, but I just don't see. I don't see how it's going to work. It's not, is it? I think we'll send both drivers out, but it's just there's no way. I mean, we'll send Van Dorm out first. It's just not going to happen. We've been unlucky. I'll let him go out in the same sector. I don't think he really needs to improve. Alonso, we'll wait as long as possible. Right, this is it. I don't even know if he's going to get round in time, to be honest. But we'll try. I've had to wait as long as possible for the track to dry out. And no, look, he's very far behind. He's not getting round, is he? Nah, we're out. I cannot believe it. We're going to be out in Q1. So disappointing. Fucking should have put a banker lap in straight away. Wasn't thinking straight, and it just came back and bit me on the ass. The worrying thing is it might actually be dry on our out lap, and I've not left Alonso enough time to get round. See if that's the case, I'll fucking kill myself. It appears to be getting drier. Dry enough for us to improve and beat Grosjean. I don't know if it's that dry, but we're not even going to make it round. 10 seconds to go. We went and botched it. Van Dorm though does make it through. We'll see what he can do on this pace. Still think the track's going to be far too wet though. And there Alonso comes into the pits, and after a great performance in the first race, he's now out in Q1, but no fault of his own. That's totally my fault. Lay the blame at me. I'll have to take that one on the chin because I fucked us up big time. Any other notable drivers go out? Massa in 17th. Definitely unexpected, but I cannot see Massa improving. He hasn't improved. He's finished his lap and he is not going to do it. And looks like Van Dorm's actually. Oh my god, is the track dried out here or? No, he's 1.5 off. I think we might have been able to do it. Obviously, it depends on what happens at the end here, but what did Van Dorm do? I think if we fucking sent Alonso about 10 seconds earlier, we would have been alright. But we didn't, and now we're out. So absolutely disastrous, man. Cannot believe that. Big time botch there from us. And just shit. Alonso dead last in the race, so hopefully it's raining in the race, and if it is, then we can, try and work our magic. But if it's dry in the race, then it's going to be very hard to get Alonso from 20th into the points. But anyway, we'll continue now into Q2. Hopefully we can get Stoffel Van Dorm into Q3 for the first time this season. Alright guys, we are back now in Q2, and once again the rain has caught us out. So we were the first to leave. It was raining straight away. We were the first to leave, and we were starting our lap. We were halfway through our flying lap. We were looking good, but then I saw that the rain was going to go off in the next minute. So I decided not to waste time. I brought us into the pits, did not finish our hot lap, stuck a set of softs on. We went back out, and while we were on our flying lap, it started to rain again. We were on the softs, which unfortunately meant we were slow as shit. And that meant we were 4 seconds off the pace. So we came back in, it's raining now heavier than it was. We put in a set of intermediates to try and get out of this session, but it's not going to happen. You see, 8 seconds to go. There's no way really we can do it. And there you go, there's the final second. Didn't get to start a lap there. So we're out again. And there's some other, who else got knocked out? We've got Verstappen in the Red Bull. That's a big, major disappointment for him. There's still a couple of people on track that can improve. No wait, they can't. Those guys are on their own laps, so they ain't going to improve. So that's going to be the grid order. For from 11th to 15th, it's going to be Hulkenberg, Stroll, Van Dorn, Verstappen, and Kvyat. Can't believe we're starting this race in 13th and 20th. The rain's caught us out on both occasions. First time around, it was my fault. I made the mistake with Alonso, and it's my fault really. I fucked up twice, but I don't know. I was stupid. I mean, I had to complete that banker lap. I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking I could go even faster in the dry, but I would have been the fastest of the people on the first run anyway, because I was first, and the rain was getting heavier. So first cross the line, we think would have been faster. So just completely stupid there. Don't know why I did that, and now we're out. So there you go. Kvyat, Verstappen, Stoffel Van Dorn, Lance Stroll, and Nico Hulkenberg are the other 5. And now we'll go ahead and simulate Q3 and see who gets through. It's interesting that both Saubers have got through with a little bit of luck, but they're doing well. And Kevin Magnussen again through into Q3, so he's having a very good season. Both Force Indias are through. And now it's raining, so it's pissing down with rain, and Ricciardo's going to be last. What the fuck? It dried up? No way, Fairlane. Can Fairlane get pole? No way. That is absolutely unbelievable. Fairlane on pole. Who would have thought that, really? Fairlane going to... And that's what I mean, the weather conditions change and you can just totally mess up the whole grid, and it has here. Can't look at front 3, Fairlane, Magnussen and Ericsson. How long will they be able to keep that? Probably not long, maybe the first, I don't know, couple of corners of the race, but amazing, man. So I cannot believe it. I can't get over that, actually, so that's crazy. Fairlane on pole. Fairlane on pole. Fuck me. So who knows what it's going to be like for the rain, man. I hope it's raining, I hope it's mixed conditions. If it is, then I think we can make our way up the grid. If it's not and it's completely dry, then we are going to struggle. But just confirmation, where we came, 13th for Van Dorn, 20th for Alonso, definitely a qualifying session to forget. And some messages here that I'm not interested in reading, to be honest. I've got no interest, I just want to get straight onto the race. Cat's deciding to be an asshole tonight. And I got my wish, it is raining, so happy days. How long for? I don't necessarily know. But it is intermediate conditions, so we can't really... it's not really even debatable like which tyre to go on. It is definitely intermediate, so I think we'll go... probably go race trim and intermediates on both of these guys, I think. Yeah, why not? Car setup, we'll not change it, it's looking good enough, and obviously, what the actual fuck, man? Psh. Do you mind? Fuck me, I'm trying to make millions here on YouTube and the cat's bloody scratching in the background. What's your problem? Right, he's away, he's got no problem anymore. We'll sort it. We're good to go, man. Beijing, round 2. Wish us luck. Oh, fuck, he's back. Hey, here we go, man. Start the Beijing Grand Prix. And he better stop scratching because he's doing my head in there. So everyone's starting on intermediates, I think. Anyone risking it? Nah, I think it'd be suicidal really to go any other tyre apart from the intermediate. Right, so we need a good start. Hopefully we get it. 5 lights are out. We are off, and Stoffel Van Dorn's just not even moved off the grid. Holy shit, look at the gap between us and bloody Hulkenberg. What a terrible start for Van Dorn. That is absolutely unbelievable. I could not believe that. That is crazy. Right, we're going through this. We have not made up nothing, man. With Fairlane, Ericsson overtook Magnussen, so currently Sauber have a 1-2. I'd never thought I'd ever be saying that, but Sauber currently have a 1-2. That's absolutely amazing. Van Dorm's just been overtaken by Massa. Massa's, after a poor qualifying, will definitely be looking to get up the grid as quickly as possible. Van Dorm's getting eaten up here. He's down to 14th. And Alonso, should I say, has finally moved up a position. He is now in 19th, so we need to try and... Come on, Alonso. Alonso's good in the rain, so there should be... Alonso trying to go up the inside, but he's been forced wide. I mean, on the outside. And Van Dorm now has dropped down to 17th. 16th. Oh, we're back up, man. We're just switching places at the moment. Van Dorm 15th, Alonso 18th. Right, what's the weather looking like? Is it going to change anytime soon? Looks like it's going to go off at approximately about lap 10, is that? Right, I don't know, so... Right, I'm going to speed this up a bit now. Come on, we need to start moving up the grid. This is shocking. Going backwards here. Right, Van Dorm 14th. Alonso's moved up to 15th. That's great, to be honest. 5 places for Alonso in the opening lap. And it's not over yet. Now Alonso's just overtook Van Dorm. Crazy. Alonso now up to 14th. Moved up 6 places. This is absolutely legendary from Alonso. Trying to go up the inside of Palmer now. And he's done it. Holy shit. And look at that, Ericsson with the fastest lap, absolutely crazy. So Alonso now in 13th position, that is where Van Dorm started. Now Van Dorm finds himself further 2 places back, and he's currently in 15th, but man, this whole order's mixed up. We still have a Sauber 1-2, Bottas up to 4th. What, there's a safety car, what's happened? Carlos Sainz Jr. has crashed. It's not a safety car, actually, it's a yellow flag. We're up to 12th now with Alonso. Verstappen seems to have dropped a few places. Oh my god, Alonso, is he making 2 moves in the one go? Yes, man, Alonso up to 10th into the points. What a manoeuvre. 8th now. Holy shit, can't even keep up with this. There's just so much shit happening. Right, we're in sector 2 now. No overtaking. Yellow flag. Wait, Bottas is... Oh, Bottas has crashed. Holy shit. So there you go. Valtteri Bottas is out and Alonso's moved up to 7th. This is absolutely... He's overtook Lewis Hamilton. Holy fucking shit. Can you believe this, man? This can't be happening. Am I daydreaming, or is this an illusion or something? Did I wake up in 2006 when Alonso was competitive? Up to 5th? Are you joking me? No, it's not. It's 6th. I thought he was up to 5th there. He's overtook Stroll though. That's so great. This is... I cannot believe... From look at that. Less than 2 laps into the race, we went from lap... Ricardo's out as well. Holy shit. 3 cars out already, and it's only lap 2. But can you believe this, man? For last up to 6th in the space of like less than 2 laps of this, that is unbelievable. We also have Stoffel Van Dorm now. Well, yes, he's back up to the points now. Stoffel Van Dorm doing well. Up into, he's dropped back down to 11th. We probably should turn the engine down a bit now. Go back on medium, and we'll keep pushing the tyres though. We'll push, and we'll push both sets of tyres, and we'll go medium on the engine map. Ericsson though has dropped down to 4th place. The Sauber dreams of a 1-2 are gone for the moment. Well, I don't know if they were ever really on, but the Ericsson down to 4th now, getting overtaken by Perez. Right, 4 laps into the race, so things are looking pretty good. We're currently at 11th with Van Dorm. I'd love to get into the points, but I suppose it's not a big deal at the moment. Van Dorm appears to be he's like 9 points. Let's have a look at the last lap times. Van Dorm did a 1:35.6. Fairlane done a 1:34.5. Alonso done a 1:33.6. So Alonso is going very fast at the moment. But yeah, Van Dorm doesn't exactly have the pace of his teammate right now, but it looks like he's been held up actually a bit by... I don't know, is it Stroll holding everyone up there? I think it might be. So I don't quite... We need to try and get past him here. I don't know if we're going to be able to do it. We're going to use up the power button and... Oh no, Fiat's looking for a manoeuvre. Like that, we've just dropped so far behind Massa there. I don't quite know what happened. Verstappen now down to 16th. Ocon, who had a great qualifying, got into Q3, is down in 15th. Oh, I don't know what happened to these guys, man, but they're very low down. On the 5th lap now, and maybe we should start going a bit conservative on these tyres. I think, should we? We probably should. Yeah, we'll just put them down to neutral now. And we'll run at them neutral for a few laps, because I'd hate for them to go off the cliff before we need to change them. And we have a position change up front. Vettel has got past Fairlane. So Sauber, they did well. They held on to the lead for a lot longer than I thought they would, but Vettel now is into the lead, and he's got a great chance to win this. Look at that. I mean, he's got Fairlane, Perez, Ericsson, and you've got Raikkonen in 5th. I mean, look at that. Hamilton is down in 8th. Bottas is out, so I mean, Vettel with a great chance to win this. Can he build a gap? The longer the Fairlane can hold up the guys behind him, then the better the chance for Vettel to win this race. And he must be shaking and rubbing his hands together, man, inside that Ferrari, because it's looking like it's his race to lose here. I mean, probably the guy Perez seems to be racing well. Kimi's not got that much pace, to be fair. It's not like he's up the back of Ericsson. I think Perez is probably the closest challenger to Vettel right now in terms of winning this, but he is stuck behind Fairlane, so it'll be interesting to see how long he can stay behind them. But look at that, Vettel now only been in front for 1 lap, and he's already 4 seconds in front, so Vettel definitely got the pace here of Fairlane. Fairlane just can't keep up, and at this rate, if he can, the race will be won, I think. The race will probably be won by the first round of pit stops if Vettel keeps this pace up. He'll have nearly a full pit stop over the rest of the grid, so things are looking very, very good here for Sebastian. Still first, we're still 6th for Alonso, still 11th with Van Dorn. What's the last laps looking like? Vettel, what the fuck, we done a 137.2 with Alonso. Vettel did a 133 point, how is he that much faster? Holy shit, that's unbelievable pace. Don't quite understand how he's got that. Van Dorn did a 135.5, so it looks like Van Dorn has definitely got some pace in that car as well, so. Oh wait, we've lost out 7 to Hamilton. Hamilton's passed, but realistically we weren't really going to keep him behind for the whole race anyway, so Ericsson now down to 5th. Raikkonen has got past him, and now he'll probably try and catch up and join that battle with Perez and Fairlane for 2nd. Alonso's last lap was a bit quicker, half a second faster than Van Dorn, who's still in 11th. Maybe could try lapping a bit faster here. The rain's still around for a little bit, like, so let's not. We don't want to completely go through the tyres already. But I think we can afford to push them a bit. At least till we get on the back of these guys. Hold on. We're going to push for a bit with Van Dorn. With Alonso, Ericsson now has dropped down to 6th. And into the clutches of Fernando, you feel. Can we get close enough to make a manoeuvre? Make a manoeuvre, or a move. Whichever one takes your fancy, whichever one you prefer. Perez now all over the back of Fairlane. Raikkonen is on that battle too. Vettel's got the gap up to Fairlane to nearly 8.5 seconds, so Vettel definitely pulling away at front. Nobody can really get near him at the moment. Red Bull having a shocking race. Daniel Ricciardo is out of the race. He retired in 18th, and Max Verstappen is down in 16th. Terrible for them. Right, come on, Alonso. We need to get past him. I'm happy though just to be in 7th, to be fair, like, can't really complain. I think we're going to turn Vettel there, fastest lap, 133.2. Oh shit, Alonso now down to 8th. We've just been overtaken by Lance Stroll. God damn it. Right, well, let's not panic yet. And now we've got Massa behind us, and he's also overtaking us. He's trying to send one round the outside, but we're holding on. We're trying to hold on, and we just stay in front. Down to 8th though now, and Fairline has moved down to 4th. Both Perez and Raikkonen getting past, but Vettel has an 11-second advantage now over Perez, so Vettel, very good position for this race now. Maybe Raikkonen challenge his teammate? He's going to have to get past Perez soon, you feel. If he has got the pace to catch him, cannot stay behind him for much longer. What's Alonso doing? Lost a few places there, unhappy. His last lap was a 1:30.8. Ericsson now down to 7th. He's also been overtaken by Lance Stroll. Oh my god, I've been overtaken by Massa. Massa gets both of us. What the fuck happened there? Shit, Van Dorn's down to 12. What the hell's happening? We're going backwards here. Right, Alonso's got back past him up to... Have we got past him? Fuck, I don't know. Right, let's move back to Van Dorn. Fuck, I think we need to pit with Van Dorn here. Tyres look like they're going off. We're going to have to conserve them. When do we pit with Van Dorn? Do we pit this lap? Do we pit next lap? Oh my god, I don't know. I think they've went off. I think they've went off the cliff. Alonso wants to pit for fresh tyres. And he's not going to be able to pit just now. He's going to have to wait a bit. Ericsson has completely lost it. His tyres are way off the cliff now. He's fallen 3.8 seconds behind Fernando. Van Dorn's tyres 15%. I think I'm going to have to pit Van Dorn this lap. I know it's still wet, but what can we do? I think if we don't pit him this lap, we're pretty much fucked. Although I ideally like it should be leading him at one more lap, but I think it has to be this lap. I'm going to pit him this lap, fuck it, I'm going to risk it. What's the weather forecast like? Is it going to get raining again? I don't know, I mean, shit. Or do we put him on for an offset intermediates and he can push? Nah, I think like, it's just too fucking wet, isn't it? No, I think we've got to go for... decision times, what do we do? What do we do? I think another set of inters, fuck it. And we'll just push these inters. I know it might seem stupid, but... I just think we've got to do this. So here we go, coming into the pits now. We'll lose another place. And I'm just hoping that this pays off. Oh my god, Fairline's put on the softs. If we fucked up, Fairline's taking a big risk. We're going to see here. Is Fairline... Should we have been brave? Everyone else seems to be putting on dry tyres. We put on another set of wets. Should we have been brave? We're about to find out. So we're kind of making up places here. Valerie slightly, well, I said Valerie, so we didn't even get past them. We finally, there we get down past there, so we're going to pit Alonso now. Van Dorn has a bit of time before he catches anybody, so we'll keep an eye on his pit stop times. Alonso needs to pit, I think, this lap, and we are going to pit. Yeah, I'm going to pit this lap for the softs. I mean, if it's not ready, it's not ready. It's all about taking risks. Super softs, I mean. And yeah, it's going to be, I'm going to take the risk here. To play it safe. No, fuck it, I'm going to go balanced. Sick of playing it safe, man. Alonso coming in. Come on, we need a good pit stop here. Van Dorm is slightly yeah, it's a good pit stop. It's 6 seconds. That's decent enough. Alonso now leaves. He comes out in 10th, which is great. He's got Van Dorm behind him on the intermediates. If Van Dorm does catch, we're going to tell Alonso to let him through. We'll have to keep an update here on the times. Van Dorm is catching. We're going to ignore that for Alonso. Allow teammate through. Here we go. Is he going to allow him through here? Don't know. When's he going to let him through? He lets him through now. So right, Van Dorm's through. And now we're going to attack, I think. Yeah, we're going to attack. Going to have an outlap attack here. See what happens. Still the leaders staying out on their worn intermediates. And it's, let's see what Van Dorm can do at this stage. I don't know who's made the right decision. I don't know who's made the wrong decision. I think the intermediate tyres are still the faster tyre at the moment. We've got Fairline's came out the pits and he's beat both of us out. He's beat Alonso and Van Dorm. Got Ocon in the pits. But we're currently 10th and 9th, but Van Dorm is going to have to pit soon for the intermediates. He needs to take advantage of this track while it's still a little bit damp. I don't know if he's going to be able to do that. Once he catches Fairline, he's definitely going to have to tone it down a bit. Alonso still in 10th. Van Dorm, he is taking time out Hamilton, but he's going to have to push. He's going to need to create a bit more. And I feel that, I don't know, I just think that the track is getting drier now, and Alonso's just went purple in sector 2. I mean, I think the time for the switch over may be coming, and it may be soon. We've got Stroll in the pit. He's put on a set of softs, and he's just beat us out, unfortunately. Now we've got Van Dorm stuck behind Fairline. He can't seem to make the move, and we may see Van Dorm go backwards now. I hope not, but it may happen. 49.3. Still taking a bit out of Vettel, but I think that's more down to him being on the... He's pitted now for the medium tyres, so that's interesting. Now, Perez pits, Kimi pits, but Hamilton stays out. Hamilton stays out. That's definitely a strange one. I was not expecting that. Van Dorm now wants to pit for slicks, and I think we're just going to have to... Do we take his word? Yeah, what do we put on? Is it going to rain again or what? It's hard to tell. Is there any tyre that will get us to the end? We're about 40 laps off. No, we're not, so just put on a set of softs, I think, and then maybe super softs at the end. And now we're pitting Van Dorm. I don't think that really worked. We probably should have just took him a lap, you know. But fuck it, we'll see where he comes out. I still think we could be in contention for points here. If we, oh my god, I've made a mistake with the tyres. How much time is it going to cost? Oh my god, look at that. It cost us 8.3 seconds with a mistake. And now we're going to drop down to 17th, and this is just absolutely unbelievable, unacceptable. Yes, he does need fire and Stoffel. We really need a safety car now to try and get him back in this race. Look at that. Absolutely terrible, man. Fucking terrible. So I don't know what Van Dorm can really do at this stage. He's going to be coming up behind. Ah, God. It's just cost us so many places at 8 seconds. I mean, it would have put us in at least the 13th. Maybe higher. But now we'll never know. We'll keep on pushing to the end, but we're currently last. 17th. There's been 3 drivers that are eliminated from the race so far, so unless there's more rain, it's hard to see where we're getting points with Van Dorm. Yeah, to be perfectly honest, it's pretty difficult to see where those points are going to come from. Hopefully we can get past Palmer here. We're on overtake because it makes sense to be on overtake. We need to pass him, we just cannot hang about and wait, and we have passed him. Good clean move straight away there for Van Dorm. We will turn the engine mode into medium now, and we'll just probably go neutral on these tyres, or push. We'll push because we need to push. We're very far behind. We need to go for it, and we're going to go for it. Well, Ocon in 10th, I mean, I suppose we're only 11 seconds off the points. That's not too much. It's not the end of the world. But it will be interesting to see what we can do from 16th on the grid. Alonso, though, has dropped down to 8th. Don't quite know what happened there. Massa got past us, and that's not what we wanted, down in 8th. Happy to be in 8th, like, considering we started last. It looks like we could pick up a great haul of points, but... And we're up to 7th now. We've just overtook Fairline, and look at the Saubers. They're down in 8th and 12th position after starting 1st and 3rd, and they were like 1-2 for the first 3 or 4 laps, so that must hurt them. It would be disastrous for Sauber if they don't even score a single point after being that high up the grid and being on pole. Hamilton there just putting in the fastest lap of the race. Normal service resumed. Can he catch Vettel for the win? Potentially. I mean, I think they're both going to have to pit again, and Hamilton will be faster on this softer tyre. It just depends whether he can pass Perez and whether he can... Then again, Perez is on super soft, so Perez actually might not hold Hamilton up. I wouldn't rule out Hamilton's chances of winning this race, so I think Hamilton has still got a shot. Kinda happy with Alonso's pace. It's alright at the moment. I think will we keep pushing, or will we? We'll go medium for now, and Lance Stroll currently 5th. Hamilton's just going purple, 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 man. The guy's a purple machine. Like fucking Barney, the big purple dinosaur, man. He is all over us. He's all over everybody. Ain't no stopping Lewis Hamilton. He's got the gap now down to Perez to just 1.1. The gap between him and Vettel was 21 seconds. It's now 17.5. So Hamilton just taking time out of that last lap. He was 3 seconds faster, and that's what I say. This race is not over. Hamilton still feels he can win here, and Mercedes will be wanting their first win of the season after losing out to Ferrari in the opening Grand Prix. But as for us, we're sitting in 7th and 16th position. Well, Alonso, we're on the super soft, so we need to try and create a gap. Drivers, I'm looking. Ocon's currently in 10th. I feel that's who hopefully by the time we pit, we have enough of a gap to come out in front of him. That is what I'm trying to achieve. Our last lap was a 1:30.9, his was a 1:33, but I don't think that's... I think he can go faster than that. I think he must have made a mistake there or something. Don't think he's that slow at this stage of the game. But looks like it's going to be a good race for Williams. If we've got both cars in the points, we'll be looking to score. Could be a good race for Force India too. Ocon sitting in 10th. Perez got the 2nd, but I know Hamilton's all over him. But Perez is still looking good for a podium position. Raikkonen is 10 seconds behind, and Perez is, creating a gap. So yeah, I think Perez in the Force India is looking good for a potential podium here. Raikkonen, who won the opening race of the Grand Prix, will probably... I know he's probably going to... Don't know, I can't see him finishing lower than 4th. Now we've got Alonso close to Massa in this Stroll battle. We need to try and stay in contention for this. Stroll seems to be holding Massa up big time here. Surprised they haven't used team orders. We're definitely catching up. Look at this, man. 32 laps remaining. And we've caught right up to this battle now, so this is great. Playing right into our hands. Potentially we could get 5th place here, who knows. 54% left on the tyres. We're going to go and have a wee quick look at Fandorm now, see what he's doing. Currently stuck behind Grosjean. First attack. Really raging. The pit stops there definitely ruined his race. We'll try and rescue him a point, but it's looking unlikely. I also don't see any more rain in the near future, so that option is gone as well. Now we come round, we are currently 7/10 off Grosjean. We're not anywhere near close enough to pass him this time around. Stroll's pulling away from Massa now. I don't know what's happened there. Has Massa made a mistake? 2.4 behind. Come on, Van Dorn, get close enough here and we can maybe try something. We're not close enough, but we're maybe, I don't know, where can we overtake though? That's the problem. Where can you overtake here? There's not many places available. Maybe around here. Can we stay close enough exiting the corner? Gonna go for this. Can we go down the inside maybe? Down the inside. Oh yes, he's went for it. Whether he gets it or not, I don't know. He has. Brilliant. Great driving there for Big Stoffel. We'll turn this back down now. Go back to medium and shit like that. Right, so we're doing alright. Van Dorn up to 15th place. The gap is still roughly 10 seconds so from the last points paying position, which Ocon currently holds on to. Let's go see here. What's Massa doing? Is Massa, why is he not on the back of Stroll anymore? Stroll seems to have turned the engine up. Massa hasn't. Whether that's got anything to do with it. Well, we have 47% of life left in the tyres. 30 laps to go. We're going to have to go quite a few more laps yet though if we want to run the softs to the end after our next pit stop. What's Van Dorn doing now? Trying to catch up to the car in front, which is Kvyat. It's currently 2.9 behind. Kvyat on the medium tyre, so we should be able to catch up. Whether we can pass so is another story. Sad that, look at that, Ericsson now, full minute off the lead. He's struggling to hold on to 12th. Things were going so great for him at the start of the race, and there's Sergio Perez, fastest lap of the race so far. No, it's not the 28.5, it will be. Holy shit, what a lap that is. Great lap there from Sergio. Verstappen now has overtaken Fairlane. He's up into 8th, and he's probably going to start closing us down, unfortunately. Have to defend here from Grosjean behind us. Come on. No way. Let Grosjean get past. What the fuck was that all about? That's not good. Van Dorn, that was pretty shit. Anyway, we're currently staying 16th. There's no point just completely wasting. Oh, we could get him here though. We're on the outside. Right, good stuff. Now maybe you can push away or something, I don't know. Alright. Let's go, we'll go high and we'll go push, just see if we can try and get away from Grosjean, maybe get closer to the back of Kvyat and then we'll go back down to the normal settings. Just need to try and create a gap there for Grosjean so we don't have to worry about the overtake. And we'll go back to Fernando, who is currently sitting in 7th place, finished 6th in Australia. I'd love to match that here. I definitely think 6th is available to us, possibly even 5th. Although we do have Verstappen behind us as well, who is going to be a big threat towards the end, so we have to also consider that. 38% left of life in the tyres. We'll go and check what Perez is currently doing. He currently has 42% left in the tyre, so he's looking after his a bit better than I am at the moment. I was going to say we are, well, I guess it is we. This is it's like a team, man. We're all one big happy family here on the Son of Scotland 90 channel, trying to get the McLarens to a good finish here on the Chinese Grand Prix. That was a good moment there to take a break. You know, kind of leading into like a potential break, a potential advert, but we don't have adverts on this channel, man. No, I mean, it's straight through to the end, unedited TV. It's not like the IDV where they take a break every 15 minutes, man. This is uncut, unedited, just live well, not live, obviously, because it's uploaded later, but you know what I mean? It's good stuff, it's good content on this channel. It's a good race as well. It's Vettel leading from Perez, Hamilton, Raikkonen, Stroll, Massa, Alonso, Verstappen, Fairlane, Ocon, Magnussen, Ericsson, Hulkenberg, Kvyat, Van Dorn, Grosjean and Palmer in last position. Who's surprised that Palmer's last? Really, not me. Ricardo, Bottas, and Sainz Jr. are currently out. We've got Hamilton now trying to overtake. What's his face? Perez. And let's see if we can try and maybe catch up with Alonso a bit here, because we're very far behind. We'll use a bit of the battery boost. See if we can catch up a bit. I don't know why we're that far behind. I'm just going to check what tyres we can pit for here with Fernando. Softs go apparently 26 to 28 laps. Will we be able to put them on? There's currently what? 27 laps to go. It's going to be tight. I think we're going to have to stay at a few more laps if we want to put them on. Maybe go conservative here. I'm going to go a bit conservative. Go conservative and medium. I suppose it's the same shit. Medium. Hamilton now up to second. Now he's 17.6 behind Vettel. Can he start pushing that down? Can he reduce the gap? 27 laps to go. Alonso has kind of reduced the gap on Massa. He was a lot slower the last lap, but 2.5 behind Massa now, 3 seconds behind Stroll. And Hamilton's got the gap down to Vettel to 16.5, so still all to play for here in the Beijing Grand Prix. Alonso now completing another lap. We're looking at Van Dorn. Van Dorn's going to have to take us down to medium now and we'll go on neutral. Yeah, Van Dorn only 0.8 seconds behind Kvyat, so he's definitely up the pace a wee bit. Alonso though, 27%. I want to go a few more laps. I think we'll maybe get 2 more. I'm going to go safe on the pit stop as well. I can't afford those fuckers costing me like they did with Verstappen. We're in a good points position here, even if it means I'd rather finish in the points than risk it trying to get one place higher and, you know, not finishing the points. Every point matters to McLaren, so we've got to be a bit conservative here and be smart and avoid taking chances when we don't need to. Although I am a bit of a risk taker, I always seem to take chances and it always seems to backfire. Any chance of any rain though? Nah. Doesn't look like it. Looks like we're going to go to the end. Don't know what's going to happen in the last 14 laps, but up until lap 40 it's going to be dry apparently, so not much to tell from that. Also now tyres down to 24%, and it looks like I'm probably going to pit next lap. Current standings: Van Dorn 0.7 behind Kvyat. Do we try and make a move? Potentially we could try and do something. Let's go have a quick look at this is kind of too far behind though to do anything, aren't we? 0.8. We're closing up here, but we're just not close enough. Fuck, we're wasted. Like, may as well go on low while we're stuck behind this guy. Right, back to Fernando. Probably should pit this lap. 22% on the tyres. We are falling behind Massa now, a pretty concerning rate. Probably going to pit here. I really think about pitting. There's just a good chance that Vettel could also maybe overlap us as well, so I mean there could be one less lap. Yeah, we're going to go ahead now and pit. Got to be smart here. 26 to 28 laps. That should get us to the end. Recharge battery. Nah, battery's good at the moment. It's 88%. Fuck. Really botched it there. Right, soft tyres. Pit strategy. Play it safe. Don't fuck up, mechanics, please. Whatever you do. Just come on, get in there, decent stop and get us out. Anything between 7 and 8 seconds we will take. Now what gap? Where is the gap? We're going to try and come out in front of Ocon. It's going to be tight. I don't think it's going to happen. If we could come out in front of Magnussen, I would settle for that. I would settle for Magnussen. Yeah, it doesn't look like we're getting Ocon. Pit stop at 8 seconds. It wasn't the best. We're leaving the pit lane now. We're down in 9th. There goes Ocon. We've got Magnussen coming down the pit straight. I don't know if we're going to be able to beat him out here. No, we haven't. We're falling behind him. Damn it. That is not good. So, we're now behind Magnussen and we're probably going to lose out time to Stroll and Massa. But, probably going to have to start pushing here. And yeah, I probably will start pushing. Although if I'm stuck behind him, I can't really do anything, can I? I mean, could try and... We'll try and overtake him. We've got a lot of battery power here. We could maybe stick one down the inside. Can we do it? Come on, Fernando. Come on. No, nowhere near there. Right. We need to find another opportunity because we are losing time here. Losing big time to the likes of Stroll and Massa, who we were battling with. If we can get past Magnussen, we'll be alright. There's like a 4-second gap. But we have to get past Magnussen here. And I'm hoping that we can do it. Going on to this straight. 70%. If I just keep the battery going, man, we should be able to come round here and take him. There we go. Surely this is it. Surely we've got him. Come on, Fernando. Come on. Yes, happy days. Oh, happy days, oh, happy days, oh, happy days. Great stuff. So we're now up into 10th and we can go back off overtake mode for now. Although we'll maybe use it a wee bit just to try and get away from him. And then we'll go on to push. See what? No, we'll leave it on one more lap, see what kind of lap time we do. That's what we'll do. Do it. We can't afford to do it, so why not? Van Dorn still behind Kvyat, not really making any move here. I am going to try and put on weight and put the soft tyres on at the end, and then we can push, hopefully. Why I've got the fuel on low, try and create a gap. Try and create enough, not a gap. Try and create enough fuel left in the tank. Once we get overtaken by Vettel, though, we should have a lot more to spare, so we should be able to push quite a bit at the end, actually. So Alonso now, he's brought the gap. The gap to Stroll is approximately 26 seconds. We need to bring that down. I think it has to be down to about I'm trying to think how many seconds I had, about 21, 22. I think it takes about 21, 22 seconds to make a pit stop, so we have to bring that gap down, and hopefully we can do it here. Alonso now coming through, we'll see what this lap time is. Although this is his out lap, so... No, it wasn't. 29.2, that's good, that's very good. It's only 1 second faster than Stroll though, which is worrying. So it's not as good as I originally, maybe, perhaps, thought it would be. And we'll just turn the engine mode down to high now, and we'll run it on that until the Williams make their pit stops. But fuck, man, we've got Fairline and Ocon in front of us. We really could do with those guys pitting. We cannot afford to get held up by these guys. We definitely can't, and it looks like we might. They just don't seem to have any pace. Perez now down in 4th. He has made his second stop though. Hamilton's got the gap down to Vettel to 13.5. If Perez keeps these lap times up, he'll be looking pretty good. Let's go purple, purple, purple. It's fastest in sector 2, fastest in sector 3. Perez here going for the undercut on Lewis Hamilton. He might just get him. He might actually get him. Talking about getting people, can we get Ocon here? We need to make it happen. We cannot wait much longer. We're not really caught to him yet, but you know what I mean? We can't afford to waste any laps behind him. Fairline's pulled away a bit, so I don't know what happened to Ocon there. He must have fell off a wee bit. Oh, we're right on the back of him now. Come on. This is no good. This is really no good. Come on. Van Dorn now, 2.2 behind Kvyat. That's not good either. Perez sets another fastest sector. His personal best in sector 1, fastest sector in fastest sector in sector 2. Looks like he may put in a fastest lap of the race here. Whatever he does though, he's definitely going to overtake Hamilton once Hamilton pits. And we've got Alonso now trying to make a manoeuvre around the outside of Ocon. Now we go down the inside, great stuff there. If we pull it off, we have pulled it off, great. Absolutely great. Now just get past Fairlane and we can start chasing down the Williams and winning. We've got a good chance. Oh, come on, go for it here, go for it. He's going down the inside, he's done it. That's great, that is great stuff for Alonso, right. I'm just going to leave it an overtake and see if we can close the gap to the Williams. Then I'll put it back down to medium. We'll just leave it like that for now and see what we're capable of doing. Van Dorn's just falling quite a bit behind Kvyat now. It may be time to put that back up to medium, I think, and try and catch up a wee bit before we get our first pit stop, or our second pit stop. We've got the fuel down to 0.58 now. Should be good enough, but realistically, to go into the super soft tyres, we need to be able to push, and we're not going to be able to push if we don't have a lot of fuel left in the tank, which is a catch 50 situation. Like, you're fucked if you do, you're fucked if you don't. You just need to cross your fingers, man, and pray for the best. That's all you can do. Don't even know what I'm talking about now, fuck it. Right, so where is Vettel? Vettel's just overtaking Palmer, and he is trying, well, he's trying to catch up to Van Dorn, right, so I was just wondering. Hamilton now got the gap down to 11.7. Perez won't be long before he's right on the back of Raikkonen. Massa's overtaking Lance Stroll. What kind of lap time we're going to do here with Alonso? Our last lap was a 1:31.2. That's absolutely shit. Must have been getting through that traffic. That is so bad. What's it going to be this time around? Alonso does a 1:29.5. Still not great. I think I'll do one more lap and then we'll push. Kvyat is moved up a place. Fairlane's in the pits. 19 laps now remaining. Let's see here. Let's see. Do we turn Alonso's fuel? We'll let him do one more lap and then we'll put it down to push just. Fairlane's still in the pits, so Sauber, what a terrible shot, terrible end to this race for them. They've obviously got some sort of problem. As I said, Fairlane's still in the pits, which is pretty much unbelievable. Can't believe it. And both Williams stay out. Stroll now is falling dramatically back. We might actually have Stroll into pits. I don't think we've got Massa. We need to start lapping faster than Massa. Massa's last lap was a 1:30.3. Stroll was a 1:31.2. We're about to see what we do. We need to be in the low mid 1:29s. Are we going to make it work? No, we did a 30.2. That's pretty shit. That's on par with Massa just, so we're not going to catch him at this rate. Right, we're going to have to turn the fuel down now. We'll just go to push, or high even. Tyres down to 78%, and I'm going to pit Stoffel Van Dorn next time around. Catching Kvyat slightly, got the gap down to 2.7. Ocon still has to pit. I don't know, man, this could be close. Gonna have to, I don't know, we're going to beat those other guys, that's the thing. We're going to beat Ericsson, we kind of have to. Palmer now in the pits. What tyre can we put on? Don't think we can afford to go softs, can we? 18 to 20 laps, or currently what? No wait, we can get to, there's 18 laps, it's going to be tight. It's going to be very tight. Fuck it, we'll put a set of super softs on. Let's battery charge at 46%. Recharge it. No. And then pit strategy. I'm going to go balanced. I mean, I've already made one mistake for the guys. Surely they won't make another one. Go. Alonso. What's Alonso doing? We're about to see, what did the Williams do that time? 130.3 again for Massa. Stroll did a 131.7. What's Alonso going to do? A 130.5. Just don't seem to have much pace at the moment. And the first starting will be coming into the pits. Whether we're going to beat out Ericsson, no, I don't know. I doubt it. But we need a good stop here. Come on. About 5 seconds. It's 5.7. It's decent. Now, Ericsson's had to let Hamilton through, and I think that may help us. It has. So, having to let Hamilton through has dramatically helped us there big time. It drastically did us a massive favour there. So thank you, Lewis. Lewis has got the gap down to Vettel to 11.3. And we're going to put Van Dorn on overtake for a bit and see what he can do. Ocon still in the pits. Van Dorn. I'm trying to see where we're going to come. But I think we could still get Van Dorn in the pits here in the points. Look at Ocon and Magnussen are in the last 2 points paying positions. They're currently what, about 28 seconds. About 28 seconds in front of us. So we need to bring that gap down. Can we bring it down though? I think we can. What were they doing last lap? It'll be interesting to see what we do once we complete our out lap. Fuck, I think we've got the gap down now. What is it? It was about 28 seconds. We've got it down now about to 25. If my maths are correct, which they normally is, like, to be honest, my maths is actually pretty good, so normally alright. Right, we're going to have to wait another... Wait, Van Dorn's outlap was a 131.8? That's his outlap? Holy shit. Is that really his outlap? Holy shit, man. When he pits, he's... Holy shit. I can't believe he's just come out the pits and that was his outlap. That's a great lap. Fuck it. It's going to be... Fucking pace first is going to be completely insane here. Let's see what we do this time. We're kind of... Look at that, we're staying with Hamilton as well, so... Massa now's got a huge advantage over Stroll, 7.1. Stroll's come into the pits, he's had enough, he's tapped out. And we'll see what Alonso does. Alonso should be able to beat Stroll here. Don't think we're quite going to beat Massa. That's just about 25 seconds. Oh no. Does Stroll beat us? No way, Stroll's beat us out. What the fuck happened there? What the fuck happened there? Stroll's put the super softs on now, that will get him to the end, and we're effectively, we can't really beat him now, so we'll just turn the engine map down and we'll kind of just admit defeat. Right, we've got Hulkenberg and Ocon in the pits. Let's see where they come out. Ocon is currently leaving, Van Dorn is coming round the final lap, the final corner, and Ocon's left, but Hulkenberg's had a problem, he's still in the pits, and that's going to move us up. Oh wait, no, it's not Hulkenberg we're battling with, was it? Or was it? Was it Magnussen and Ocon? I think it was Magnussen and Ocon, so I got a bit excited there. Don't get me wrong, Hulkenberg has had a problem, but he wasn't exactly the guy we were battling against, so... Right, Ocon's beat us out. We're 5.6 behind them. Not a lot we can do about that. We've got Kvyat in front of us, who we will definitely beat out. And then we've got Magnussen, who is approximately about 20 and a half seconds in front. And that's going to be the last, that's going to be the battle then for the points paying position, so we just need to keep going here and keep pushing. Massa's still staying out. Don't know why, he should just pit and cover his teammate. You'd feel that would be the smart thing to do, but he's not doing it for some reason. Look at this, Van Dorn all over the back of Hamilton. We really need Hamilton to move, get our way, because he's holding us up here. we're cutting into this Magnussen gap, so when's Magnussen going to pit? You feel if he doesn't pit soon, we're going to get past him. Still can't get past Lewis, but I suppose that's not really our concern at the moment. Our concern is cutting the gap to Magnussen, which we don't really seem to be doing that much. It does say the last lap we did was like 3 seconds faster, but still. Wish Lewis would piss off. He's right in front of us, man. It's getting on my nerves. I don't know if we can we overtake Lewis Hamilton? Can we stick it down the inside? It looks like he's going to try, but nah, Lewis defending. Lewis must be pissed off. We're costing him here big time. Lewis now only 10.8 seconds behind Vettel, and there's Stroll putting in the fastest lap of the race. So he's definitely pulled away from Alonso. He's got a 7-second gap. We're not going to be able to catch him now, but it looks like we may get past Hamilton. I fucking forgot to take that off the battery. God damn it, we've just wasted our whole battery there trying to overtake Lewis. We might get him here around the outside, have we? Oh my god, that is mental. We've overtaken Lewis Hamilton. Completely insane, but might have to let him back soon here due to blue flags. Which would be absolute shit if that is the case. Hopefully we can pull away before we have to let him through. I don't think that's the case. Looks like maybe getting the blue flags right here, right now. Oh, that Magnussen pitted, we beat him out. Holy shit, there's Magnussen behind Hamilton now, so we've got a gap in between us. Van Dorn will be in the points then once Kvyat pits. Looks like we might get another double points paying position. That would be completely epic if it happens. But, not counting my chickens just yet. Suppose now with us being in front, there's no real need to be on this overtake mode, but I'm just going to try and get a bit of a gap from Hamilton before we go on it, because potential blue flags with Magnussen so close behind means that we could be letting him through, and I don't want to do that. Definitely don't want to do that. Ocon looks like he's stuck behind Kvyat up there, which is great. That'll bring us into a battle with him. Kvyat looks like he has a problem with the car. So unlucky, the Russian looks like he is fucked at the moment. Massa still hasn't pitted. Strange decision that. Strange decision. He's going to come out behind his teammate now. Don't understand it. Right, hold on. Magnussen now. We've got like a 4-second gap here over Magnussen. We probably afford to turn down the fuel now. Yeah, I think we will. We're at 92%. Holy shit, we definitely need to turn down the fuel. And there goes Ocon past Kvyat. Can we get past him? Hopefully. Or he'll be holding us up. And we have. Or I think we have. We sort of have. We're side by side. We're going round the outside. We've done it. Happy day. So we're into 10th without Kvyat pitting. So we got 6th and 8th in the first race. And it looks like we may get 8th and 10th in the second race, which would be absolutely fantastic. Who would have thought it, man? Who would have thought it? Certainly not me. Massa has pitted, and he's came up behind his teammate, as I thought would happen. Can he catch him though? Can he beat him? He's only 2 seconds behind. He might have enough left in the tank. He's going to be on the fresher tyres, so looks like Stroll's came up to Verstappen, and he seems to be having an issue trying to pass him. Just actually thought when Verstappen pits, Alonso's actually going to be in front of him, so got a chance to pick up a further 2 points here with Fernando. I'm not greedy though. I know Verstappen will probably put on the super softs and he'll probably end up catching us, but it gives us a chance, guys. It's another possibility, and it's not going to rain till the end, so there's no chance of anything like that costing us. Hamilton now is pitted, he's put on the super softs, he's beat out Vettel, and that means he can challenge I mean, he's beat out Perez, that means he can challenge Vettel. The gap is currently at 29.9, and it's just, look at that, 29.6, it's just going down, and you feel Vettel has to pit here surely straight away and cover Hamilton. It'd be idiotic from Ferrari if they left him out any longer than they have to. They do have Kimi in second, they could potentially use him as a, I don't know, a divider, a blocker, but with that, Hamilton now got the gap down to 28.7. 1.3 took out him in less than a lap, but half a lap. If Vettel doesn't pit, Vettel stays out. I don't know, is that smart? I just don't get that. The only thing I can think is Vettel staying out, so when he does pit, he's got fresh tyres. He's got fresher tyres than Hamilton, and he can try and make them work. That's the only thing I can think behind that decision. It makes zero sense to me why they would do that. Zero sense. I'm sitting here puzzling. Don't think I'm going to be able to sleep tonight, because I just don't know why they've done it. Hamilton now in second, overtakes Kvyat, who's... Is that Kvyat or is that Grosjean? No, it's Grosjean. Kvyat's just going... He's in the pits now. Kvyat's had a race to forget for sure. Oh my god, Alonso says he thinks something just fell off the front wing, and that is never good news. I mean, we could pit and fix it, but... Don't want to lose position, so we're not going to. Let's go back to Van Dorn, see what he's doing. All over the back of Ocon, we're on the faster tyre, so you kind of would expect that. Can we pass him though? That is the question. We might get him here, I don't know. If we get a good exit here, we might be able to get him on the pit straight. But it doesn't look like we're getting a good exit. No, we're not. That's pretty poor. Don't know why Van Dorn went so narrow into that corner. Compromised this exit big time, and it turned out to be rather shit. Close to him here going into turn 1, but he's not going to attempt the move. Right. Come on, is Vettel pitting or what? He's still staying out. Hamilton's got the gap down to 23.2. Is that even enough to get that fastest lap for Hamilton? I think Hamilton's got him. Although Hamilton has encountered traffic which could slow him. He needs to clear him, and he does, but with a little bit of hassle. So he's got the gaps at 22.5. Vettel is going to have to pit this lap, surely. And even then, is it enough? I'm not convinced. Raikkonen's pitted. Perez now moves up to third. He's got a 4.5 second gap, but his soft tyres are pretty worn, and Raikkonen is on fresh soft, so whether he's going to be able to hold them off, I doubt it. We've got Massa who's overtaking Stroll on track. We've got Verstappen who's just pitted. He's put on a set of super softs, and he's probably going to be coming back at Alonso. He's just exited the pits now. He's 9.1 seconds behind us. But he's on, like I said, he is on the super softs. We are on worn softs, so he will be catching us rather quickly. And I'm actually going to have to back up Alonso's tyres because I'm actually scared the tyres going off the cliff. But the good news is we do have quite a big gap back to Ocon, so we can afford just for Alonso to go rather easy here on those tyres. We should be alright. Back to Van Dorn. Can he make the move on Ocon? Vettel still not pitted. The gap's 19 seconds now. He just seems content on throwing this race away. Why, I don't know. Stupid, but that's what he's doing. Kimi Raikkonen as fast as in sector 1, just goes purple. Oh, come on. Can Van Dorn find a way past Ocon? It's looking unlikely at the moment. Alonso wants to attack a bit more, he needs to improve, but no, we can't really attack because we don't have much life left in the tyres, Fernando. I'm sorry, but don't want to risk it. Tyres are on 39%. Still got 6 laps to go. And Vettel still hasn't pitted. I just do not understand that. The guy mustn't want to win. Must be happy with second. It's the only thing I can think of, really. So Alonso is only 3 seconds in front of Verstappen now. Verstappen has cut the gap big time. Give him one more lap and he'll probably overtake us. Can we go conservative on these tyres? We can probably. Right, we'll go conservative on them. Van Dorn's tyres 46%. They should be alright, I think, to the end. Max Verstappen goes fastest in sector 2. Now he's right on the back of us. Probably going to stick it down the inside here. No, he doesn't. Vettel still hasn't pitted. Is Vettel even going to pit again? I honestly don't know what he's playing at. Very strange from Ferrari. They definitely seem intent on fucking this up for him. Now let's have a look at the battle between Van Dorn and Ocon. We've got Hamilton approaching, about to overlap us, so that could be crucial in this battle here. Could provide us an opportunity to pass. With blue flags. Hamilton's now got past us, and if we can stay behind him, we have a chance. We have a chance. But he's pulled quite a big gap there, you can see already, so who knows. Probably have no chance. Look at that, we're falling 3 seconds behind Ocon there, letting him through. Perez now up into third. No, I mean Raikkonen up into third, he's overtaking Perez. We'll be getting the last podium position for Ferrari. And Vettel is now in the pits, but that's far too late. You feel it's far too late, really dumb. Big time dumb there. Look how far we're falling behind. What the fuck's actually happened? 4.6? And there's Vettel coming out, and he comes out in second, so he's going to have to push big time if he wants to catch up to Hamilton and get this win. Why he did that, I just don't know. Makes zero sense. Absolutely zero sense. Disappointed with Ferrari there, even though I don't care who wins the title, but just shocking decision. Well, that's just, I don't know, as far as I'm concerned, that's the race over really for us. There's not a lot I can do, there's no more changes I can make. It's just a matter of us seeing it through to the end now. And I think we should be able to do that. Well, we do have Magnussen, actually, who's behind Van Dorn. He's only 2 seconds behind. He might pose a threat here. We've had to let Vettel through. Vettel, the gap to Hamilton's 4.8, 4.6. Vettel is bringing it down ever so slowly. Don't know if he'll be able to catch them towards the end of the race, but we'll see. Hamilton's actually it's going easy on the tyres, and he's pushing, he's attacking, so who knows, maybe Vettel can catch him. Maybe this race isn't over just yet. We'll go back to Alonso, who has Verstappen all over the back of him. Doubt we'll be able to hold on to this. But we're doing alright at the moment. Can't believe Fairlane, is that Fairlane there? Has he been overlapped? That is shocking. Fairlane's been overlapped, that is ridiculous, considering that the guy was like winning the race early on. No, it's not Fairlane, who is that? Is that Kvyat? Yeah, it's Kvyat, he's had an absolute shocker of a race. And now Magnussen appears to be all over the back of Van Dorn. Are we going to get that double points finish? It's not looking likely. Ocon though appears to have a problem. What's this? There's something flashing above his car. Yeah, he seems to have a mechanical issue. Will that slow him down? I hope so. It looks like we're slightly catching him a bit. Freeway battle here for the last 2 points paying positions between Ocon, Van Dorn and Magnussen. Who's going to get them? Vettel's got the gap down to Hamilton to 3 seconds. All hell is breaking loose here as we head into the final few laps of this Grand Prix. And I'm praying that we can just see it through, please. Verstappen's dropped quite a bit off Alonso there. So maybe we'll be safe. I hope. We have to back up the tyres, man. We have to back up these tyres. They're going to fall off the cliff. Same with Van Dorn. Tyres are falling off the cliff, man. We've got to go conservative here. Can we catch Ocon? Is there any chance of rain? No. Vettel now got back to 3.1. It doesn't look like he's going to be able to catch Hamilton, so looks like Lewis Hamilton and Mercedes are going to get their first race win of the season, but we've got Van Dorn all over the back of, what's his face? Ocon now. Holy shit. Can we make a move work here? Oh no, probably if we can get close enough we'll just attack. Using the battery power. Oh no, look at that. No, fuck no, Magnussen's beat us. Magnussen just got past us. No. How did we let that happen? Blue flag now for Stoffel Van Dorn. This has went to shit. Look how far we've fallen off. Fuck. And Verstappen gets past Alonso. It's all went to shit here. Completely went to shit. Two laps to go. Can we catch them? It's not looking likely. Magnussen there's falling back into our grass. Oh yes, can we? Oh yes, we have. Magnussen there was slowing down. Oh no, we've not. Overtake, come on, overtake. Overtake, pass him, you prick. Oh no, we've just dropped further behind now. No, that's it. It's game over. Like we had a chance, just could not take it. Don't think we're going to be able to do it here now. So Raikkonen's in front of Perez now. We can try attacking, but fuel now is in the negative, we're at minus. And it looks like Van Dorn's going to be really unlucky. Looks like we're going to miss it on a point. Very hard to take that. Very, very hard indeed. But with Alonso, we're going to come 8th. It's going to be 4 points. Vettel's got the gap now down to Hamilton to half a second. Can Vettel do it? It's going to be very close here. Still 0.4 now. Is Vettel going to try anything? Down the inside perhaps? No, he's backed off. Probably going to be it. Vettel now just, there's no way through for him. Nah, so there you go. Lewis Hamilton's going to come home and he's going to take the win. Lewis Hamilton for Mercedes wins the race. Vettel comes in second. Raikkonen is going to get third. We've had a great race with Alonso. Coming from last to 8th was brilliant. With Van Dorn, we were incredibly unlucky. We had a good race, man. We fought back from a terrible pit stop, and look at that. That 8 seconds in the end has cost us 2 points. We would have finished 9th without that. But we crawl our way home. We just couldn't make those tyres last. If we waited and with an extra couple of laps, then we would have been alright. But just missed out on the points there with Van Dorn. But all in all, got to consider that a major positive. We started 13th to 20th, and we've collected 4 points from that race. So to me, definitely looking on the bright side. Disappointed not to get both cars in the points, but still, to get Alonso in 8th, to get 4 points, we'll take that into the bank. That will move our total up to 16 in the championship. Williams, though, they definitely had a good race. They'll probably, yeah, they're going to overtake us. They're going to be on 18 points alone from this race, so definitely they got a good tally. And Perez and Ocon got points, so Force India also take away a good points tally. Both of those teams might leapfrog us. We're trying to get 5th in the championship, so we'll have to try and beat one of those teams, I think, to achieve our goal. And so it's disappointing to see both of our rivals, Force India and Williams, scoring big points today, but it is what it is. After terrible qualifying, we've managed to rescue 8th place, and I am delighted with that. I'm delighted this video's ending, man. An hour and a half of me rambling on, talking shite. It's great to get it over with. It really does feel like a marathon, but fuck it, got to do it, man. And we can see the results. We'll have to see that. Let's see, did all the cars pass? Any rule breaks? We'll find out. No rules broken. So there you go. Sebastian Vettel probably should have won it, but he went away. He did throw that race away. Definitely did. And there you can see now, there is the driver standings. As we leave round 2 of Beijing, Kimi leads the championship. Lewis Hamilton 3 points behind him, and then Sebastian Vettel a further 1 point behind him. So close at the top of the championship, man. 4 points separating the top 3 drivers. Then we've Max Verstappen in 4th, Sergio Perez in 5th, Fernando Alonso in 6th, Massa 7th, Ricciardo 8th, Stroll 9th, Bottas 10th, and then Stoffel van Dorn 11th, Ocon 12th, Magnussen 13th, Hulkenberg 14th, and everyone else is yet to score points. Definitely that. Both Toro Rosso drivers 19th and 20th, not good for them. And in the Constructors, we find ourselves in 6th place. Joint points with Force India, but they have a higher finish with Perez, who came 4th, so they currently have the advantage over us in that. But we're only 2 points off Williams as well, so it might be a really close three-way battle between those 3 teams. But Ferrari lead by quite a big margin. Bottas has just been piss poor for Mercedes so far, but then again, can you really blame him? He had bad luck. He crashed out this race, and then in the first race, the Mercedes pit stop cost him over a minute. So that is why Mercedes are so far behind Ferrari. Red Bull in 3rd place there, and then I went over Williams, Force India, McLaren, Renault and Haas have a point apiece, and then Sauber and Toro Rosso, who are both currently last, have nothing. Absolutely zero, complete zilch. So we have Ibrahim for Pote, Europe getting a chance to follow back. Fuji Television, McLaren Grand Prix found himself in the midfield. To be hoping for more in the future. Nah, to be honest, I'm happy with the midfield. I mean, come on, car shit, so we keep finishing the midfield. I'll be more than happy with that. And there you can see the drivers' changes from the race, and once again, Van Dorn making some big leaps there, which you would expect due to his young age. Alonso now has 100% with his mechanic, you can see there, and it's a new unlock. So what is it? Well, it's level 2, the green sweet spot. In qualifying, it's much bigger, giving the driver an excellent chance of optimising their brake and tyre temperatures. Well, that's good. Every little helps, so I'm happy that we've unlocked that. The chairman is not happy with the rate. Fuck me, mate. You got fucking 4 points. Yeah, the money passed it. You should be more than happy. Anyway, we've got 2.1 million we brought in. That's the kind of money I'd like to see, what I like to see. So, guy needs to cheer up a wee bit. I mean, we're making good money, and he's complaining. Fuck knows why. Anyway, guys, let's go do it then for round 2 of the Motorsport Manager 2017 McLaren Honda Series. Things are looking good. We head into the next race now, and hopefully we can pick up points once again. But I mean, I'm not getting ahead of myself. Sooner or later, we're not going to pick up points. It could well be the next race, but who knows? We've got to hope. We've got to have a little bit of optimism, and I do believe we can do it. So we will have upgrades as well coming into the next race. There should be an upgrade on the engine. We will give it to Alonso since he is higher up in the championship. Only makes sense to do that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. The next race is Dubai. It is in 17 days, so we've got enough time to, like I say, look around and we'll try and improve parts of the car. 17 days gives us relatively quite a bit, I think, to make a couple of improvements. So we do have the engine coming, but we're going to try and improve something else. So maybe, since we're going to give Alonso an upgraded engine, we'll try and get Van Dorn something. We should have to be able to do that in 17 days. So that's what I'm going to try and do, guys, for the next race. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Tune in next time. Leave me your comments down below. And what is your predictions for the Dubai Grand Prix? But until then, been Son of Scotland 90. Peace. Oh, big Fernando. Oh, big Fernando. It's great.